and our special guest, Sara Ahlgrim with Whiskey Ambitions. Welcome to the team.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
So, you brought us a little drinky drink to start off. Tell us, what is this?
If you're going to host me, I have to bring something, right? So I have made today an espresso martini with bourbon. Espresso martini seems to be kind of the thing right now, but I'm a bourbon girl, so I found a way to incorporate that. So I made some of those for you this morning.
Yummy. Okay, so what is an espresso martini? What's normally the alcohol in one?
Typically vodka would be what you would make.
All right, I'm going to take a smell. Let's see what it smells like.
Oh gosh. Oh. It's beautiful.
It's giving coffee. Definitely.
That's good. That's what you should be getting.
It definitely smells very coffee-like.
This is delicious.
Thank you. I find them to be a little dangerous, honestly. Yeah, I do enjoy.
I mean, this is some quality coffee and quality bourbon together.
Yeah,
as it
so
should be.
that's my thing. You put good ingredients in, you get a good cocktail out.
Yep, absolutely. So tell us.
Yeah, so what about, you have this thing called Whiskey Ambitions.
Yes.
What is that?
So that is a bourbon lifestyle and merchandise company that we founded, me and my husband founded, based on our YouTube channel. It's Bourbon Night, and we've been doing that since 2016. And we just found things along the way that we wanted to create and craft for our audience. And so that's where, all of our merchandise ends up. But one of our latest things that we've done, I'm super into cocktails, as you can tell, is this golden hour cocktail syrup. So this is our very own creation. And basically we just wanted to make making cocktails easy and approachable for folks at home.
Sure, that can be a really big hurdle right there.
Yeah, it's a little intimidating sometimes.
So you're actually going to mix one up for us. And then tell us, let's get a shot over by Kim, please. There are some candles and some coffee. And Kim, you can just leave it down so they can grab it. Tell us about that while you're mixing up this drink.
Sure. So I do bottle cut candles. So, when you drink a lot of bourbon, you inevitably get a lot of empty bottles. And I call it being environmentally friendly. We're going to give them a second life. So we make some soy wax candles. We've also got some barrel aged coffee over there too. So we have our own barrel pick program.
Really?
A barrel pick club. And so when the barrels are empty, it's like, what else can we put in there? And so coffee happens to be one of the things.
So does the coffee take on the flavor of the barrel?
It does take a little bit of it on, yeah. I think, but it's mellow, it's mild. You don't sip your coffee in the morning and think it doesn't taste like this.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say some people like a little bourbon in their coffee.
I like a little coffee in my bourbon.
A little bit of cream,
Sara, your channel, it's Bourbon Night. You all have how many subscribers now?
I believe we just passed 108,000.
Oh my goodness!
It is so entertaining.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, but you're a big deal. You were just at Bourbon Con. You travel all around the country with what you do, and you won an award recently.
I did. I won Spirits Influencer of the Year at Bourbon Women Conference last year, which is a great. I mean, I don't know if you ladies like bourbon, but if you ever think about getting involved, the bourbon women community is incredible.
You know what's so interesting is bourbon is. It's always been big in Kentucky, but I feel like it's really blowing up with lots of little craft distilleries and things like that. And even at the University of Kentucky, they have a bourbon distilling program.
I'm a little jealous that wasn't an option whenever I was in college. I actually need to write somebody about that.
So you should be a visiting lecturer.
I mean, I would love to. You know what? If you're out there and you want
Sarah's always an amazing speaker, and her Husband, if you've not checked out It's Bourbon Night on YouTube, it is entertaining.
It's so much fun.
Thank you very much.
Well, we'd love to hear about that. Tell us your Instagram, tell us your social media, and then tell us if you have a website, how people can learn more about you.
Sure, you can learn more at Whiskey Ambitions at whiskeyambitions.com. We are at It's Bourbon Night on Instagram, It's Bourbon Night on YouTube. I will work for bourbon on Instagram, which is true.
Good to know.
I thought you were making that as a declaration, and I thought that was so funny.
I mean, it's true and a handle.
It's true, and it's my handle.
Well, Sara, thank you so much for joining us and for telling us about your great candles, coffee, and this new cocktail syrup that you have made. We really appreciate you being on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sara.